From 3 News Now and the Omaha World-Herald, this is Omaha Sunday Morning with Jennifer Griswold.
This week on Omaha Sunday Morning, dreams are growing in North Omaha as teens get a chance to plant roots and grow in a program focused on building a better life. Plus, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and one widow is making sure everyone knows men are not exempt from the disease. How she's using her husband's fight against breast cancer to educate others. And a health scare at 21 changed one young man's life forever. How he used it as a wake-up call to change and is now helping others on their journey to a healthy lifestyle. Good morning and thanks for joining us this Sunday. I'm Jennifer Griswold. Most days you'll find Kevin Luke fixing up old planes at the Sac Museum. It's more than a hobby, it's a lifetime love that holds too many memories to count. But a diagnosis over a decade ago threatened to take that all away. Omaha World-Herald visual journalist Megan Smith shows us how he fought back against Parkinson's.
My number one love in life is my wife, and I'm going on record of saying that. And number two love is my kids, and number three are these planes, because I've been here so long, if you will, that I can track what's happening in my personal life by what plane I was working on out here. Mount Everest and some more. Unfortunately, I got Parkinson's, and I gauged my Parkinson's what plane I was working on when this symptom showed up, what plane was I working on when that symptom was. I realized I got diagnosed when I was working on the C-84. You gotta keep your sense of humor through all this. This is way out if you want to come with me this way, or you go out the front door, whatever you want to do.
Okay. See you later, sweetie. My mom had Parkinson's, and I knew what it had done to her. And so going into it being tested, I pretty much knew that that was a pretty good possibility.
Your arrows are up. Good luck and good bowling.
I go bowling because it helps me with my Parkinson's. Parkinson's has this number one challenge of it also attacks your balance. And throwing a 15-pound ball while going down the alley at 2 or 3 paces is quite challenging sometimes. It gives me a chance to practice and keep my balance while I do it. That's the biggest reason I got. I go every day just so I can go somewhere. Give me a reason to get out of bed and exercise a little bit more.
You missed one. I mean, the doctor told him, yeah, we have no idea how fast or hard this will hit you.
I've always had a love of aviation. I'd even be a baggage handler if I could. So I've always been a white collar or blue collar kind of type of guy working a white collar job. So it was before that I got my attention on planes. I went to college and got my license in the second year of college. And the University of Utah, they had a flying club. I was interested, so I went and talked to them. They said, we'll get you set up. And I worked through it out, and next thing you knew, I had a pilot's license. And then also that I'm really blessed that I can do this. There are the days worth.
We believe in, in the end we'll get a new body that's perfect and we won't have to deal with it. So whatever we go through in this life is just temporary.
That's why it's been a real joy to me, is because I can say, hey, I can track my life and say, hey, here's the last 13, 15 years of my life with this museum, which is a wonderful experience. I'm sure glad they let me come and stay. So, Parkinson's all progresses on different people's rates of speed. So I've been lucky. I've had 12 years now, 13, 14 years that I've been able to do what I want to do. It has not stopped me from doing anything yet. It just changes how I approach things.
Kevin says he has good days and bad days, but as you can see, he keeps that upbeat attitude. Bowling, flying, just incredible. A sudden illness kept a Fremont teacher from starting school this year. While Ms. Dinez students are in the classroom, she's been recovering from Guillain-Barré syndrome at Madonna Rehab Hospital. 3 News Now video journalist Stephanie Nolte shows you the unexpected student she met at rehab.
Who was a police officer. Brianna Dinez loves teaching students to read and write. The Sunday before she was set to go back to school in Fremont this year, she was admitted to the ICU.
I had like tingliness of my extremities, and then it got to a point where I couldn't walk and paralysis.
She began the slow recovery process from Guillain-Barré syndrome.
This is definitely not how I walk normally.
She's still learning to walk and even use her voice again.
Currently, I'm not at school.
Okay.
Right, Thomas? We haven't started school yet this year.
Oh.
Neither of us have.
Her partner in recovery, Thomas Reynolds, is helping her get back to teaching again.
Okay, so who's he talking to?
The police officer.
Very good. Continue.
In July, Reynolds was in a bad car accident with his brother in South Dakota.
Bad, really bad roads, and the car flipped over. Part of my head was out of the car and got scraped.
Reynolds is teaching his eyes to read again after being in a coma for 44 days.
Success was beginning to outline the history of it.
Uh-oh, Thomas. Those are contagious.
Even though Reynolds
It's okay.
doesn't find the lessons as amusing, the pair is helping each other.
2 therapies going on at the same time.
I think it's going pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We couldn't have asked for a better pair between the two of them. I've seen Bree's confidence improve, seeing that she can get back to work and can get back to teaching, watching his reading comprehension improve, his vision improve.
As Dinez gets ready to go home, this day was special. Their last inpatient lesson together.
Anything's possible. You can get back to what you used to.
I would agree. I learned that from you, too.
Wonderful that they found each other. Ms. Dinez is now doing rehab as an outpatient, and Thomas is expected to be released later this week, just in time to celebrate South Dakota State University's homecoming game. A Nebraska City man is honoring veterans, past, present, and future. Coming up on Omaha Sunday Morning, the story behind the mural and the familiar faces in the painting.